Hey everybody! Yeah, I know this is a little late, but with all the hype coming up about Roosterteeth's new show, RWBY, I decided, hey, why not do an analytical review of every single one of the trailers? So, that's basically what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna analyze the trailers and then maybe even the episodes. So first, I would like to start out by talking about the title, RWBY. It's spelled R-W-B-Y. And that's because it stands for colors. It's an acronym, more of a word. Red, white, black, and yellow. Pretty self-explanatory. Why these colors? Well, on the Rooster Teeth podcast, the show's creator, Monty Ulm, said that it was due to his clothing style and due to his Asian descent skin color. So even though this makes sense and is quite funny, maybe there's a little bit more depth into why it's red, white, black, and yellow. But today, I really want to talk about the first trailer, Red. The first trailer, Red, explains a little more than just what the colors stand for. I love it how even though we are seeing this cool action sequence and all these flip-de-doos with a giant sniper rifle scythe, I really like the music and the singing that's at the beginning. Shout out to Jeff Williams and Casey Lee Williams, by the way. But back to the trailer. In the Red trailer, it may only have a few lyrics, but those few lyrics say so much about the show. And it can basically be broken up into 4 parts, each one speaking about the characters and or colors. Red's lyrics are, "Red like roses fills my dreams and brings me to the place you rest." What does this mean, you might ask? Well, what I think it might mean is that RWBY, well, that's the Red character's name, has experienced some sort of loss in her life through maybe murder or death. Something, real saddening. Something that would cause somebody to, be a generally sad person, maybe have nightmares about this. She probably maybe witnessed her family's murder, or just a family member's murder, something along those lines, and is now haunted by those memories via nightmares. The lyrics, "Bring me to the place you rest," would support this due to the fact that in the trailer, she is seen visiting what looks like a tombstone or a headstone with some sort of emblem on it, sort of like a rose that almost looks like it's on fire. And due to the point that she then fights off these big old black, scary, werewolf-like demon creatures, it leaves you to suggest maybe she has a beef with them. Maybe they're the ones who killed her family, or something like that. I mean, I don't know about you, but if I saw those things, I'd be running, not fighting. But then again, only time will tell. Now, before I move on, I want to examine the clothing that the character is wearing. She obviously represents the color red due to her red fashion choice. But she also has quite an extensive utility belt. If you look at it through the trailer, it has pouches for ammo, bullet casings put in it, and she has this giant contractable sniper rifle scythe. That's a deadly weapon against these creatures that she fights. Now, I don't know much about money, but I know my minimum wage job wouldn't pay me enough to have that kind of weaponry on me. So here's the thing. This comes down to another article that's on RWBY's clothing. If you look closely, there's a cross on her belt. And this leads me to believe 2 things. One, it's either a family heirloom that she keeps with her due to the loss of her family, or 2, it's some sort of symbol of some maybe religious warrior class, like of the church. Kind of like how the Templars were to the church during the Crusades. This would explain if her family died, who would have taken her in? The church. And then she wants to get revenge on the creatures who killed her family by becoming a holy warrior and killing them. That's why she has such that ferocity and craziness while she's flipping around the scythe and slicing up all the creatures and stuff. And due to the fact that she can use that weapon so well and be an acrobat with it and use its weight and momentum to her advantage, because she's not honestly that big of a person, and she's just swinging around this giant weapon thing, just slashing things up and blowing things apart. I mean, you would need to have years and years of training to use something like that. So, back to the religious warrior thing. Maybe they're like the Vigilance of Stendar from Skyrim. You know, they're tasked with destroying evil creatures and keeping people safe. Now, I know this is kind of a bit maybe far-fetched, and I'm pulling a lot out of such a small article of clothing, but if there's anything I've learned is that nothing is put into something if it's not supposed to mean something. Now, I know that probably sounds real confusing, but basically put it this way. If it's there for no reason, why is it there at all? So there's a reason behind everything. And I can't wait to find out the truth. So the only way we're going to find out the truth is for the show to come out. And while red is such a big part of the trailer, it's called red, but anyway, but there still are other parts of the lyrics to speak about the other colors. White comes next, and the lyrics are, white is cold and always yearning and burdened by the royal test. Now, since there's already a white trailer out, but I'm only going to concentrate on what it says in this trailer. Now, the term cold in the lyrics doesn't obviously mean that you're shivering because you're in the snow. It refers to you're emotionally cold, emotionally cut off from the world, as in you don't really feel anything anymore. You don't. The point is, you don't feel anything anymore. And then it mentions the word royal, which suggests the character white is probably maybe a princess or of royal descent in some way, or maybe some sort of like key icon to her people. I'm not sure. I'll go more deeply into that in the white trailer video that I'm gonna make. The next lyrics are cold and always yearning. Suggests that she's probably maybe a bit emotionless, or she's lost something in her life that makes her feel. She probably just wants something really bad. Maybe that emotion that's come out of her life, and she's just yearning to get it back, be it family, or friends, freedom. Once again, only time will tell. Only time will tell when the show comes out and when I review the actual white trailer. Now, the next two colors, they're kind of just barely grazed upon in this video. But anyway, black's lyrics suggest maybe something a little more sinister. The lyrics are, black, the beast that descends from shadows. This maybe suggests that black is possibly the antagonist of the show, who comes out of the darkness into the world, or something else. I have my own hypothesis about that, but I'm going to wait until I thoroughly analyze the black trailer before I come to any conclusions and before I set anything into stone. And lastly, yellow's lyrics are, yellow, beauty as gold. These four words don't really give us a lot. What I could gather is from the character yellow is somebody who's maybe their beauty just surpasses all others. Be it in the body, in the face, or the soul. I'm not sure. Nothing has really come out to suggest anything. Or maybe she's extensively rich and pretty. I'm not sure. Only time will tell. That's probably going to be what I'm going to say a lot in these videos. Only time will tell. So, anyway, that's just about going to wrap up this video. So, basically, like, comment, watch the trailers, get hyped up about RWBY, because I sure am. Hope you'll watch my next videos dealing on the trailers, and be sure to watch out on YouTube and Roosterteeth.com for more information about RWBY, and I'll see you guys later.